guys, what is up? Welcome to the channel and the 37-week vlog. I am quite tired this morning, but I'm also in the mood to do some cleaning. Baby boy is going to be here in a few weeks, and I just want to do a little bit of deep cleaning in our bathroom and our bedroom. You're going to see this in the background. I'm starting to sort what I need to pack for the hospital, but I'm not going to show you that in this vlog. I'm going to make another nesting vlog this week because I have some other things other than that I need to do, which is mainly this area. The change table is a freaking disaster, as you can see. I need to start organizing it. I need to organize my diaper caddy and just like get organized. So you'll see all of that in a nesting vlog. For right now, you're gonna watch me do some cleaning. If you watched my baby shower haul, we were gifted this humidifier and we've been using it every night so far and absolutely love it. I'm also thinking about buying an air purifier and just putting that somewhere else in our room because we do get quite a bit of dust. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. Obviously, I've told you guys baby's gonna be in this room, so I need to keep it as clean as possible so he does not get sick or anything like that. This is what the bump is looking like. I feel like kind of dropped again. I don't know, maybe not. It is so squishy at the top. Like there is definitely still room for him to grow if he chooses to do so, which I think he will because he is a big boy. I'm going to start in the bathroom first. I'm literally going to put the skincare headband on just so the hair stays out of my face, and I'm just going to put the rest of my hair in a claw clip. Not trying to look cute, just trying to get into the cleaning mood, which means I do not want hair in my face. Let's get started. My god, I am so tired from cleaning. I did quite a lot, and being 37 weeks, like, yeah, I'm tired. I quite literally just woke up from a nap because as soon as I finished, I laid on the couch, I turned grays on, and I just passed out for like an episode and a half. The fatigue in the third trimester, especially like late third trimester, is no joke. But something I want to talk to you guys about is raspberry leaf tea. You may or may not have heard of this before. There's not really like a whole lot of studies on it, but women literally swear by this. If you watched my vlog last week, I went to the store and I bought like the juices to make this like little concoction, and then I ordered a box of raspberry leaf tea off of Amazon. It came a couple days ago and I've been drinking it for a couple of days already. I'm almost out though of the raspberry leaf tea, so I do need to order some more today, but I figured I would kind of show you the little concoction and how I'm making it and whatever. People say that it helps soften the cervix, it helps decrease labor time and all of that. So you know what, I'm gonna do what I need to do. So this is the little cup that I have been using. It comes with a little like bamboo lid and straw. People make it a ton of different ways, but I've decided to do it cold. So everything is chilled in terms of the juice, and then I add crushed ice first. This is everything you're gonna need. So I obviously already have the raspberry leaf tea already steeped. Basically what I did is I put 5 bags in water and I boiled it. Once it started boiling, I turned it off and I put a cover on and I just let it steep and sit for 15 minutes. And then it became this like really dark color. I put it in this jug and I put it in the fridge to chill. I have coconut water, 100% pure cranberry juice, and then pineapple juice. The very first time I made it, I put like half a glass of the raspberry leaf tea, but it was a little bit too strong for my liking. I don't have like any exact measurements. Honestly, I have just been eyeballing it and kind of going by my heart. So now what I am doing is slightly less than half, so about that much. Then I am putting a little swivel of cranberry juice. Almost forgot what it was called. Then I am putting some pineapple juice. And then usually the rest I am filling with the coconut water. Coconut water is so good for electrolytes and keeping you hydrated. So really just fill her up. I forgot the straw upstairs, but then you mix it and drink and it's really good. So I just mixed it. It makes a beautiful color. I will say this is not something I can like chug down. So I definitely do sip on it for a couple of hours, but hopefully it helps. So being 37 weeks is kind of crazy. A lot of people, especially online, deem 37 weeks to be full term, but I was researching it a bit. From my understanding and like what I was reading, 37 weeks is actually early term and full term is more so 39 weeks onwards. But I guess people just for simplicity say 37 weeks is full term. It's just crazy to think that like baby boy from now on could be here literally tomorrow or 3 weeks from now. Like, we have no idea. I am just very excited about that. My friends are texting me being like, I can't believe you're 37 weeks. And I'm like, I know. I quickly wanted to talk about some weird pregnancy symptoms that nobody talks about. I have 3 main ones that I have like noticed. They all did start in the second trimester, but they weren't like really dominant. Now that I'm like late 3rd trimester, they're like, it's very, very noticeable. So the first one, and it's kind of weird, maybe TMI, but boogers. I have literally not had as many boogers in my entire life as I've had in the past couple of weeks. I am blowing my nose so much, and like, honestly, maybe it sounds gross, but the boogers are like a decent size. But what makes it weird on top of that is there's a little bit of blood, like a little bit of red. It's not like alarming. I'm not getting like nosebleeds or anything, but I did actually read that this is normal and the blood that you see in boogers is just because of your hormones. Again, it's not a lot. It's just like with the booger, there's maybe like one little strip of red, but I'm getting a lot of boogers and I don't know where they're coming from. It's so strange. The second thing is my hands fall asleep so freaking much. I haven't really experienced like pain in my fingers or wrist or hands. It's just like the falling asleep. At least 1 or 2 times a day my hands fall asleep in particular, either like first thing in the morning when I'm like in bed sleeping and I need to get up, or usually at nighttime. I've been rarely having naps during the day except for today, but when I do nap it sometimes does happen as well. And my hands don't go numb for like a couple seconds. They're like numb for 1, 2, 3 minutes and I have to like do the most to like wake them up. Like I'm going like this, I'm shaking them around, I'm twirling my wrists, like I'm doing the most. And then the third thing might just be a personal thing, I don't know, but specifically the hair on my arms and legs has been growing so slow. I'm the type of girl I need to shave my legs at least like once every 2 weeks. That's like pushing it, but like once every 2 weeks in the winter. Usually I probably do it once a week in the summertime, but like honestly I have not shaved my legs in I want to say like 2.5 months, maybe like since before my baby moon, and there is literally no sign of me needing to do it. Like it's actually the strangest thing. Maybe other people are experiencing this, I don't know, maybe it's just a personal thing, but I've never seen anybody talk about these symptoms, so I figured I would share them. I just got all of these packages in from Amazon. I ordered some things off of our registry that we didn't get, as well as some other things. So I figured let's just unbox it together. This is for Alan. So we bought him like a little silicone ring. He obviously has a wedding ring, but he's been doing a lot of things like playing hockey and stuff lately, and it's been causing him some issues. He literally has like a blister right under here now. I don't know. He also works with like cars a lot and he always gets dirty and stuff. So he just wants to test this out and see if he's gonna like it. Box number 1. Ooh, okay. So I talked about this the other day. Organic raspberry leaf tea. And then we purchased one of the Life Vac travel kits. So this is to hopefully prevent or help children who are choking. We did that free CPR course and Alan is actually updating his actual like St. John's ambulance CPR, but we just wanted to have this like just in case. And now for the big box, 2 of 2. Honestly, don't even remember what I ordered. So first thing, we got some Lancino Stay Dry nursing pads. I have a few like samples from the Toronto baby show, but I wanted more because I'm gonna need them. What is this? Oh yeah, I bought a couple of nursing bras. So this is from Hofish. I think it was a 3-pack. They had pretty good reviews, and honestly I didn't want to spend like a lot of money on nursing bras. Yeah, so it's 3. I believe I got beige, black, and like a tan tan color. So they just look like this. And then if you saw the Mom Cozy nursing bras that I was gifted, it's the same type of thing. It has like the little clip and then you unclip it, you nurse, and then you just clip it back on when you're done. Honestly, it feels really soft and good material. So I'm hoping this size fits. I'm gonna have to make sure it does. I bought myself a first aid kit just to keep in my car. Again, just for any reason, but especially now that I have a baby, I need to be extra careful. I was actually surprised somebody did not buy this for us, but the baby car mirror, it was like, I think 20 bucks, so purchased it myself. Alan wanted this like little thermometer to keep in our room so we can always make sure that our room temperature is good. We learned at our prenatal class that where the baby sleeps and like in the house, you should have average of like 20 to 22 degrees Celsius. I forget what the conversion is for Fahrenheit for the American people. So Alan just wanted to be like really safe and just like have this in our room. Hi, what is all these things? What are all these things? I bought this laundry stain remover from Attitude. Again, I talk about it all the time. I like using Attitude products because they're Canadian made and they're cleaner. Some other things I bought off of our registry. We have pacifiers for like 6 months and below, but none for 6 months and above. So I bought a pack of those. I also bought the baby bum brush. I will probably, I don't know, I might buy a second one. I was thinking to have one just in my change table like area and then one to keep in my diaper bag. But I figured I would try it first and even see if I like it or use it before buying a second one. Also, another thing that was on our registry is the Dapple baby bottle and dish soap. I bought one of them to give it a try. I got the labor and delivery postpartum kit from Freedom Mom. I got 2 of them, but it doesn't come with like a lot of diapers. There's only 4 in each pack. So I went ahead and bought the Always Discreet disposable underwear. It comes with 28. Honestly, I probably will be using them all, so that's fine. And then what is this? Oh yeah, I bought an exercise ball to have at home to do like my pelvic floor exercises. So that is what this is. I just got it in gray and it comes with like a little pump. Just finished up my 37-week OB appointment and I didn't even see my OB. I saw the resident OB. I don't know what the heck was going on. My appointment was for 10:50 a.m. and I didn't get in until I think it was 11:55 a.m. maybe even 12 o'clock. I quite literally sat there for an hour. It was absolutely bonkers. There was other women there sitting waiting for my OB as well. They literally did not give us any information, but I'm assuming maybe she had an emergency and she had to go to the hospital and do like an emergency C-section or something. The hospital that she works at and the one that I'm specifically giving birth at is literally down the street, like a 2-minute drive from my OB's office. So that was what I was thinking, unless she had like a personal emergency, I don't know. So she called in a resident OB to come like take over for her, I guess. It was so silly. I waited so long and she saw me for 2 minutes. Like they took my blood pressure, they took my weight, which is now 173.8 pounds, which means I gained half a pound since last week, which is on track. We listened to baby's heartbeat, which was 150 beats per minute. She took like the measurement of my belly. She said everything was looking good. She did tell me I tested negative for the GBS, which is great news. I'm really happy about that. If you don't know what that is, I did it last week, but it's just like the vaginal bacteria you can possibly get in pregnancy, and it's just not safe to transfer to baby if you're doing a vaginal birth. If you test positive for it, they give you like antibiotics or something when you're in labor and at the hospital just to prevent it from transferring to baby. I was surprised. I thought they would probably do a cervical check this week, but maybe because it wasn't my OB, that's why they didn't do it. But the OB resident said that she'll do it next week, but I do have the option to decline it. I know a lot of women decline it because it's like painful and it's not comfortable, but I think I'm gonna do it. I kind of want to know where I'm at. I have to go back in 4 days, so I have a few days to think about it, but I think I'll go for it. And that was really all. I had to drive in the snow 30 minutes, then I had to wait an hour, and then now I have to drive home in the snow for 30 minutes. And I was there for 2 minutes. So yeah. Anyways, now before I end out this video, because this mama is very tired this week. I don't know if you've been getting that vibe, but I am tired. Let's talk baby stats. So this week, baby is the size of a canary melon. Honestly, I don't even know what it is. It kind of just looks like a oval or like longer shaped cantaloupe. Disney baby milestones. Baby's as big as Cleo's fishbowl. Marvel movie and TV props, babies as big as Joey's stuffed penguin Hugsy from Friends. 80s and 90s nostalgia, babies as big as a Doc Martin boot. Sports, babies as big as a cheerleading pom-pom. And snacks, babies as big as a bag of clementines, which is so funny because I love clementines and I have a bag of them in my fridge right now. This is what baby's looking like, and definitely so because he is head down. I don't know if I mentioned, but the past like 2 days I think he's gone even lower. I don't know, my pelvic area just like feels so much more pressure. As per this app, it says baby weighs around 6 pounds, but we know as of last week baby was like 7.5 pounds, so I'm assuming probably this week he's 8 pounds. But it does say boys are more likely to be heavier at birth than girls, which is something I didn't know. It says baby is practicing a lot right now, especially breathing by inhaling and exhaling amniotic fluid, which is definitely something that I feel. I know the difference between baby like kicking and rolling around versus hiccuping, because hiccuping is like very, very light. It's not intense, it's not sharp, but it's very constant and it's in the same position. So it's just like, it feels like flutters like this almost, versus when he's kicking, it's like here, 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 and it's a lot sharper and more intense. That's what baby looks like in the womb. Honestly, it doesn't say much else. Obviously, this week is called early term. I think we talked about this earlier in the video. I can't remember. Full term is technically, I guess, 39 weeks. It says baby has developed more dexterity in his hands, so he can grasp smaller objects like his toes and or nose, which I think he's been doing from like 31 weeks. If you guys remember my 3D ultrasound, he literally had his foot in his hand, and it just says they're doing a lot of thumb sucking this week. So yeah, very, very interesting. In terms of myself, still feeling good, but more pressure and just more tired overall. I'm not at the point where I feel like get this thing out of me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to me down below and give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.